High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Tuesday night in Farmingdale, New York. Check that Monday night as we roll through the NSCHSAA playoffs on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game, an elimination game featuring the St. John the Baptist Cougars and the Kellenberg Firebirds on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by Blaze Pizza. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Alongside Rob Anderson, I'm John Perez. Well, Rob, yesterday we knew that we would have two good matchups, and boy, did we. Especially that second game with Kellenberg falling to St. Anthony's 3-2. Kellenberg loaded the bases, and it was up to the heroics of Brian Cadu, the future UAlbany Great Dane. He hit the ball on the nose with the bases loaded, but Adrian Tavares robbing him and Kellenberg of moving on to the winner's bracket. So we knew that nobody was going home yesterday, but today it changed. Is different, and it's like Game 7 the rest of the way out for every team at this portion of the bracket. And Kellenberg, with their backs against the wall, looks to extend their season.
Yeah, you said it. Kellenberg coming in, a fantastic team. They can put a lot of runs on the board, and it was a sensational play by Tavares at second base to end the game with the bases loaded. They're looking for a little bit of a revenge in this game here today. Coach said they're ready to hit. Their approach is going to be careful, and it's going to be a heck of a game.
So as we look at the bracket here, the next game is Holy Trinity St. Anthony's. The winner of that game automatically goes to the final, which will be played at Hofstra. The winner of this game takes on St. Dom's, who was upset by Holy Trinity 5-2. So for St. John the Baptist, they're looking to get back to the semifinal, and Kellenberg, who had a finals appearance in 2022, is looking to get back there and get another bite at the apple against St. Dominic, what many thought would be the top team and play like the top team yesterday, but Holy Trinity ambushing Victor Frederick on the mound. He did not look like himself, and credit Holy Trinity, they were able to do what they do best. So that's Kellenberg, and that's that side of the bracket. Let's switch it over to the team from West Islip and the St. John the Baptist Cougars, led by Ryan Dalton, an older team, a team that has been waiting for this year for quite some time. They knocked off Chaminade 2-0 in the earlier portion of the bracket, and this is a team that went 1-1 in the playoffs so far. Their loss coming to St. Anthony's, but then knocking off Chaminade to set up a date here, and they're going to be led by two of their best players on the roster, and by the way, roommates and brothers. It's Ethan and Jacob Schmutz.
Yeah, the Schmutz brothers out there. Ethan, batting average of .271, and he's got 5 RBI in the season. Jacob, .359, and these two young men are going to be batting second and third in the order, so it is Schmutz squared in the lineup.
Yeah, and those guys can really put the bat on the ball, something that they've improved on as well. So that is the Cougars, and they look to keep their season alive. Kellenberg, the 2 seed, they're going to be led by two players that are known throughout the New York metropolitan area. In fact, one of them is hitting over 500. It's Kenny Noe and Jimmy Ernst.
Yeah, we talked about these two young men a lot yesterday. Noe, really a sensational athlete, fun to watch, gets on the bases, can move around the bases, not to mention a heck of a glove in the field. Jimmy Ernst behind the dish, not only a .396 batting average and can drive in the runs, frames the ball real well and keeps his pitchers in check throughout the entire game.
Yeah, it's Noe and Ernst for Kellenberg as, like we mentioned, looking to extend their season. They lost in this round last year and are looking to advance a little bit further this year, and they've got new approaches at the plate, and it's been a season to remember for Kellenberg. Well, if you're watching this game on the Varsity Media Sports Network, welcome. If you're not, this game is also being streamed live on Perfect Game TV. From youth ball through college, watch the stars of tomorrow today. Just scan the QR code to download the free mobile app and take us with you wherever you go. With great documentary content and over 100 live games a year, Perfect Game is the home for amateur baseball. It's the Cougars, it's the Firebirds, it's the NSCHSAA winner go-home rounds, and it's all coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Dante does it again!
Defensive play. Dante Madaro.
Illico ties it up. Move by
Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Welcome you back to Farmingdale State, home of the Farmingdale State Rams, the runners-up in the Skyline Conference. Well, this is where championship routes are started in the Catholic League. And for St. John the Baptist, a banner season for them so far. They only won 6 games a year ago, Rob, but now they rely upon Nick DeVanzo to keep the season going.
Yeah, Nick DeVanzo, a senior on this team. He was hurt earlier in the year, but he pitched to a 4.66 ERA in 15.1 innings, has a couple of mix of pitches. Excellent control. If he can maintain that control today, he's going to be tough to deal with.
Yeah, one of his best games of the year was against St. Mary's in the middle of April, as it was a 6-5 victory for St. John the Baptist. He's not going to mow a ton of players down, but he keeps St. John the Baptist in games, and at times when St. John the Baptist can struggle at the plate, he does a good job of keeping them in those games. So that's on the Cougar side. We look over to Kellenberg, as they're going to be led by Matt Ryder.
Yeah, Matt Ryder also dealing with a little bit of injury. Coach told me he had some forearm issues, but he's in form. A 3-2 record, 3.04 ERA, 20-26 walk-to-strikeout ratio. Ryder is one of the aces, and he's going to do a heck of a job today.
Yeah, we saw pretty good pitching performance yesterday in Game 2 as Jack Durso, a complete game loss, unfortunately, and Kellenberg now on this side. Meanwhile, St. Anthony's, good job by Kevin Baez and John Didden to get the victory. We'll step aside when we come back. First pitch between Kellenberg and St. John the Baptist on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Dante does it again!
Defensive play. Dante Madaro.
Illico ties it up. Move by
Yeso steps up and score.
A jump shot for Nell.
High high school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Good crowd on hand for a 4 o'clock start here at Farmingdale State. Win or go home. Like we mentioned, today's game is sponsored by Blaze Pizza. Baseball fans, Blaze Pizza is available for catering for all New York City and Long Island through Easy Cater. Use the QR code on the top right corner of your screen to order. St. John the Baptist and Kellenberg. He's Rob Anderson. I'm John Perez. And we don't have the two pitchers that will overpower. And because of that reason, that means that we could see a lot of balls put in play today. And I know it's always the name of the game, Rob, but defense that much more important. It helps that they're on a neutral surface. But either way, that's going to be one of the keys of emphasis that both coaches were talking about to us pregame.
Yeah, John, and we spoke about it yesterday. While the field conditions are perfect and they're playing in a neutral site, there are very large foul territories that they need to adjust to. Having a look at this field yesterday for Kellenberg, certainly an advantage. Right now, a very gentle breeze, full sun. We'll see if that plays any role. 71 degrees at the moment. So even though yesterday was warmer with the cloud, it was a little different. And we'll see if the sun and foul territory plays any kind of role. And these teams are ready to play on this turf and make some plays behind their starters.
Yeah, wind blowing out to left center field. There's a shot of Old Glory. And let's meet the starting lineup for Ryan Dalton's squad. Ryan in his second season for St. John the Baptist. It's Keegan McElligott is the shortstop leading it off. Ethan Schmutz is at second base batting second. Jacob Schmutz out in left field bats third. Thomas Rorick is the third baseman. He bats fourth. Dom Caniglio is a designated hitter batting fifth. Kyle Cahill out at first base bats sixth. Batting seventh. Then behind the plate is Ray Ferguson with Aiden Casey. Normally a starter on the mound, but he will be in right field. And Lucas Crispin getting an opportunity in the 9-hole. He's the center fielder for St. John the Baptist, and he'll go up against Mark Ryder, who is one of the tougher pitchers on the mound for Kellenberg as he gets set to go. And Rob, there's nothing better than pitching in a win-or-go-home game as Mark Ryder controls his destiny here today.
Yeah, and with Jimmy Ernst behind the plate, he's in very good hands. And just like a theme throughout all day yesterday and the playoffs, if you've got the good control and you limit the hard contact, good things will happen. And, John, we saw throughout the entire game yesterday, you know, we did talk about the defense against Kellenberg, but it also was Kellenberg's defense doing a heck of a job. Tom Pasqua at second base making a beauty of a catch to make sure a run didn't get across in the seventh yesterday. So we got a good look at this Kellenberg team, and defensively, they can hang with anybody out there.
Matt Ryder last pitched on May 7th against St. Dominic's, went 2 1/3 of an inning as he faced 14 batters. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, walked 3, and struck out 1. In fact, the last time that he pitched against St. John the Baptist, it was a colder day, and it was opening day over at Santa Marichis. That was a St. John the Baptist victory, but he went in that game 3 innings, suffered the loss after giving up 4 runs, only 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts as he gets ready to go against the St. John the Baptist team. And a better start this year for St. John the Baptist. They won their first 3 games, Rob, and with any team that is kind of on the upswing, they had their bumps and bruises, but now they, in their own respects, control their own destiny.
Yeah, and those first 2 of the 3 5-4 victories against this Kellenberg team to open up the year, it was back and forth, and then a couple of streaks. Went on a little bit of a losing streak towards the end of the season between St. Dominic, St. Anthony's dropping 4, but then a big 13-0 victory over Holy Cross. and then obviously the big win, the 2-0 over Chaminade to get here today. So Kellenberg, again, a little revenge for the first 2 of the season, a little revenge from yesterday's loss. They're going to have a little chip on their shoulder today, John.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, as there is the AD, Ralph Dalton and Pat Miles, the head coach for Kellenberg. A lot of respect in the Catholic League. Congratulations to Ralph Dalton this year, too, inducted into the CHSAA Hall of Fame, as he'll head over to man at the first base coaching box. And Keegan McElligott will start it off for St. John the Baptist, the shortstop.
And a well-deserved addition into that Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Coach.
Certainly helped us a lot at Varsity Media. We're appreciative of him, and we're ready to go. Frank Fiorino is behind the plate. Charlie Rothman out on the field, our 2 umpires today, and the first pitch is a fastball that misses outside for ball 1 to Keegan McElligott.
You can see McElligott, a lot of patience at the plate throughout this year so far, and he's going to see what he's got to do. Well, actually, he's going to take a little trot.
Yeah, and that's something that McElligott has done so well this year, is just get on base, and somebody who can swipe a few bags. He's only a sophomore, and such a spry player out there, and Ryan Dalton will take an eye on his sophomore, and not the start that you want for Mr. Ryder.
No, and the trainer's going to come out and check on McElligott as well. It looked like he grabbed his elbow on that pitch. So not a start either one of them wanted to begin the game. McElligott probably wanted to get on base in a little more comfortable fashion than getting dinked on the elbow. But he seems to be all right. Another trainer going to come talk to him as well. So a little break in the action. And speaking of injuries, John, both pitchers, Ryder and DeVanzo, dealing with some health issues in the middle of the year. So both of them today, I'm sure the coach is going to be watching pitch counts, but they're expected to do good things.
Well, you might have to throw all those out the window in an elimination game, but you're right. Now, the pitch limit is 105 pitches. You can go over 105 if you are if you're going into your final batter. As Ethan Schmutz, the second baseman, steps up to the plate and takes high 1-0. First of 2 Schmutz brothers in our impact players. Ethan, the sophomore, a very good defender, hitting .271 on the year, 2 extra base hits and 5 RBI. And Ryder misses way outside, 2-0.
Yeah, right now, early in the game, we saw these jitters yesterday with Durso and some bad luck, but when he's missing pretty big right now, so hopefully Ernst can settle him down and get it in the strike zone.
And a quick toss over, and McElligott gets back safely. Well, it is a fresh bullpen for Kellenberg, only using Jack Durso yesterday. And so he's going to go as far as, at least Miles is going to take Ryder as far as he can. Fastball right down Broadway for strike 1.
Yeah, looking all the way there, and McElligott bouncing around over first base. See if they try to test Ernst early on in this game. Getting plunked on the elbow better than getting plunked on the knee. And Ethan Schmutz now waiting for the 2-1 pitch.
And that's high again, and Ryder failing to find the zone, and something that at times could have been an issue for Ryder, and you don't want to put the first 2 men on, especially as you get to the heart of the order with Jacob Schmutz and Tommy Rorick looming. Another throw over. And McElligott slides in ahead of the tag.
And I appreciate that they want to keep him honest over there at first right now, but I'd rather have the concentration on the plate. I wouldn't be surprised if Schmutz decides to take all the way right here and make him earn it.
Ethan Schmutz 1 for 3 in the 2-0 victory over Chaminade. Runner goes, it's high ball 4, and the Cougars have the first 2 men aboard.
Yeah, so the steal on, but inconsequential as Ryder continues to struggle to find the strike zone, and they're going to have a little conversation on the mound.
Well, Jimmy Ernst and Will Cowan call the rest of the infield. Let's meet the defensive alignment for Kellenberg, who yesterday kept St. Anthony's on their toes, as that is not Jack Durso on the mound, it is Ryder, but either way, same defensive alignment. Ryan Lagner, Michael D'Angelo, and then out in right field is Brian Cadu. Third baseman is Will Cowan. Kenny Noe's at short, Tom Pasqua at second base, Mario Kasha at first, Jimmy Ernst behind the plate, And like we mentioned, the aforementioned Ryder on the mound as the first two men reach. And here is Jacob Schmutz. Had himself a party against the Chaminade Flyers. Schmutz, one of the top players in the league, and will probably win an all-league honor. Went 3 for 3 against the Flyers and stole a base. Also came around to score. Kellenberg's expecting the bunt, and he takes all the way. Strike one.
Interesting call there. This stage of the game, going with the bunt instead of having the number 3 hitter swing here. He's a competitive kid. Coach said he's been very impressed with his approach to the plate. We'll see if he decides to take a cut on this one if it's close.
0-1, and he bunts it, and it's a beauty. Ernst lets it go foul. That had trouble written all over it, and for Ernst and the rest of that Kellenberg dugout, willing it to the left side of that line.
And also for Kellenberg, it's 2 strikes now, so they'll take it any way they can get it. But that was a pretty bunt, John, outside of it taking that little roll. Everything very clean on this field, folks. It's turf. It's not going to hit some weird bumps or anything along those lines. So that one spun out on its own.
Not just that, a ton of foul ground, too, and we saw it be an issue for third baseman in both games yesterday, having a lot of ground to cover. Ryder ahead in the count, 0-2. A couple of runners on, and a breaking ball sits a little high, 1-2.
McElligott still bouncing around over at second, not really looking over his shoulder. They're not really holding him on. Probably could take a little bit more of a lead over there than he was getting, at least in the last at-bat.
Schmutz battling back issues earlier in the year, but has rounded into form. 1-2 coming. Sweeps inside. The count even 2-2.
And today, folks, it's going to be home plate umpire Frank Fiorino behind the mound and behind the plate, and out in the field, it's umpire Charlie Rothman, who was behind the plate for Game 2 yesterday.
Infield, outfield, straight up. A double play would help Ryder out immensely. 2-2 pitch. Hit right to second base. Pasqua, the flip to Noe, the turn, a double play, 4-6-3, and Ryder rolls a pair.
And you called it, John. A really nice job on that double play. It couldn't have been hit any more perfectly to second base. It didn't roll too slowly, and the quick flip over to short as we get another look at it here. Little off-speed pitch, and the grounder perfectly scooped up. Little flip and dip over to first. Great stretch over there by Kasha, and a very, very important double play.
So that brings up Tommy Rorick, left-handed hitter, and a curveball dips in for a strike, 0-1. Last time we saw St. John the Baptist on the Varsity Media Sports Network, Rorick was out with a lower body injury, but he's back in the lineup as well. It was a non-league game in which St. John the Baptist had a 1-0 lead going into the 7th inning and squandered 2 runs against St. Francis Prep. It served into right field, down for a base hit, and Tommy Rorick, welcome back. An RBI single puts the Cougars on the board.
You said it, John. Decide on the first pitch swinging, sees one at eye level fastball that he gets a hold of and shoots it where nobody else is for a beautiful single. And watch this swing. Clean, easy peasy, drops in. First RBI on the board, and Rorick spending some time in the weight room, and it's paying off.
And so here's Caniglio, the designated hitter, takes upstairs for ball 1. Well, we mentioned all hands on deck, and for Kellenberg, they're already starting to loosen somebody up, and that's Eric Ressinger, the junior, and southpaw, especially with a lot of lefties in the St. John the Baptist lineup.
You know, Ryder was able to elicit that double play ball, which was, you know, a pretty easy grounder. Schmutz putting himself in a little trouble by getting 2 strikes on the bunt attempts, but
Caniglio sprays it down the left field line. And the count 1-1.
Caniglio, one of the clutch hitters on this team, and Tommy Rorick over at first knows that, and he's going to pay attention to what's going on here. We'll see if Rorick makes some moves. But they are bouncing around a lot on their leads, John.
Yeah, Caniglio hitting .258 on the year. Runner goes. Throw down to second base is a good one, but not in time. Good jump by Rorick as he steals the base. And for Rorik, now a runner in scoring position as he picks up his 5th stolen base of the season.
And you saw him leaning there. He's got, again, they're jumping around. They're getting Ryder's attention constantly. Ryder's been throwing over, the best that he can do over there, but testing Jimmy Ernst's arm early in this game.
Comes a 2-1. That's a little outside, 3-1.
So you said it, the Kellenberg dugout, hoping that they can get out of this one with just one on the board. Yesterday, Durso gave up 2 of the 3 runs in that first inning.
3-1 pitch. Tapped right back up the middle. Noe with the charge. Sets his feet and rifles over to first, and the inning is over. Tommy Rorik gives SJB a 1-0 lead with an RBI single to right. Kellenberg coming to bat as we go to the bottom of the first on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Farmingdale State. St. John the Baptist with a 1-0 lead over Kellenberg as the Firebirds, the number 2 seed in the tournament, their backs against the wall trying to extend their season. Pat Miles rolling out the same starting lineup as yesterday, and this was a Kellenberg team that left 9 runners on base, including the bases loaded, in the bottom of the 7th inning yesterday. Kenny Noe, the shortstop, leads it off. Tom Pasqua at second base. Jimmy Ernst is the catcher behind the plate. He's headed to LIU. Will Cowan, the St. John's commit, in the cleanup spot in the hot corner, batting 4th. Ryan Cadu, UAlbany's commit, is out in right field. Luke Von Vu, which, of course, the first name is Lucas Van Vacatus. Mario Kasha, Michael D'Angelo, and Ryan Lagner out in left field as Nick DeVanzo, with his team's back against the wall, looks to extend the season for the Cougars.
Kellenberg finding them in a similar spot as yesterday, and DeVanzo hoping to take advantage of it. There you see the graphic on Nick again. And Kellenberg down 2-0 in the game yesterday, and the first 3 hitters were retired in order. So trying to not have a repeat of yesterday. And John, what a game Tom Pasqua had after that first inning. 3 hits, a single, double, and another single. So Pasqua hitting really well, and the table setter Kenny Noe, 2 walks in the game yesterday.
Yeah, that was a Kellenberg team that did everything right, and we were talking to their assistant coach and hitting coach as well. Matt, they call him Prokopowicz, the all-time hits leader at Hofstra, and he was saying, hey, we did a lot of things well, it just didn't drive them in, and you have to credit St. Anthony's as Kenny Noe steps up to the plate. Future Monmouth shortstop takes a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Noe, a couple of walks yesterday and a strikeout and a ground out in that 7th inning. On the ground to short, Keegan McElligot's up with it and rifles to first. 1 up, 1 down to begin the day.
So that's exactly how DeVanzo wants to start. And let's see who's playing behind him, John.
Yeah, you said it well. Jacob Smuts, Lucas Crispin, and Aiden Casey out in right field. Tommy Rorik is at third base. Keegan McElligot is at shortstop. Ethan Schmutz at second base. Kyle Cahill at first. Ray Ferguson behind the plate. And Nick DeVanzo on the mound. As here is Tommy Pasqua. Attacks the first pitch right back to the mound. And a good stab by DeVanzo to retire Pasqua for the second out.
That was a nifty play there by DeVanzo, helping out his own cause, and we saw some nice play on the mound yesterday. A lot of good fielding pitchers in this Catholic League, but that was like a, how do you do, you know? Look what I found.
Well, he's got a good glove, and DeVanzo is feeling the most confident that he's been this year. Obviously, that play is going to help as Jimmy Ernst comes up to the plate, but DeVanzo last pitched on Monday, May 13th, gave up a run on 3 hits. struck out walked two St. Mary's Gales with 12 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings. As St. John the Baptist won that contest 4-2.
So it's Ernst up at the plate. 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk.
In the dirt. And the count 2-1.
And John, this does have like an eerie feeling similar to yesterday where they got down early and you saw a pitcher that was control yesterday. And right now, the Vans are throwing strikes.
And blows a fastball by him. The count is 2-2 to Jimmy Ernst, future LIU Shark. An 0 for 3 with an intentional walk in the 7th inning. Remember, Tommy Pasquale reached base. And then Paul Parcelano choosing to walk the bases loaded. And then eventually, that paid off as, thanks to a superb play defensively by Adrian Tavares. And they're still talking about it over in Melville. Payoff pitch to Ernst. Fastball high, ball 4. And Kellenberg with a 2-out base runner.
Just what they needed. Get somebody like Ernst up on base. And like you said, John, that was a play that the Tavares family will be watching over and over again. A heck of a way to put an exclamation point on a really good game. So Ernst happy to be on base. He did draw a walk yesterday. Not too much of a threat to run, but can be smart over there and take one.
Well, he's not a threat to run, but Carson Fessler, the courtesy runner, is thrown away, and Fessler's going to take second, and he's got eyes for 3. Fessler can run for days as he slides into third base. And Kellenberg takes advantage of the 2-base error. And the tying run 90 feet away.
And what great recognition. We talked about it, how the foul territory, John, plays a big role in this, game, the games that have been played. And that one rolled all the way to the fence, and it's a deep one. We'll take a look. Just a throw was a tad off and missed. And look at the recognition quick. Turns his head, saw that it rolled that far, and knew he had the wheels to get to third. So just like that, runner on third base with Will Cowan up. And Will can drive in runs, John.
Yes, he can, and that's what the coaching staff of St. John's loves about him. He's the number 12 ranked player in Perfect Games rankings in New York State. As that backdoor slider misses, and the count is 2-0.
Yeah, it was 1 for 4 yesterday. A real hard-hit single, and he plays a nifty third base. Really nice plays out there.
2-0 pitch on the outer half, and a much-needed strike for DeVanzo, 2-1.
Yeah, and that was a pretty pitch hitting the outside corner there. We'll see if he uses the inside part of the plate now, try to jam him up and not let Cowan have any of that power used.
2-1 pitch. Hack at a fastball and just missed it. 2-2.
Say, I bet you Will Cowan wants that one back. It looked like he had it lined up, and it was a missed off-speed pitch, a little up in the zone.
Cowan, he struck out yesterday. That's only the 4th time that he struck out this season. Make it number 5 as DeVanzo gets the backwards K to leave Fessler at third. 1 inning in the books. 1-0 St. John the Baptist in the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Part 2.
We welcome you back to Farmingdale State, a 1-0 lead for St. John the Baptist over Kellenberg as Nick DeVanzo was in and out of trouble, but he got Will Cowan to strike out swinging, and season ticket holders, the Hill people are back, Rob.
Look at it, John. The Hill people are back for part 2. You got to love it. The best fans in the business, and now we know that they're definitely Kellenberg fans.
I'm surprised they didn't bring their air horn, or whoever had the monster truck horn yesterday. There's a curveball outside to Ryan Cahill, the number 6 hitter and first baseman for St. John the Baptist. It was loud yesterday, and I don't know who was behind the plate, but you could hear it through the headsets. 1-1 to Cahill, wave and a miss, 1-2.
I'll tell you, on a day like this, though, the Hill people have the right idea with that shade over there. It is sunny out here today, and no fly balls yet to see if that's going to affect the game in any way, but it is bright. This feels like May.
It does. And finally, a good week that we're going to have in the Northeast as count is 2-2. 71 degrees at first pitch. And they'll dip to the mid-60s next inning, or excuse me, next game as Kyle Cahill takes outside. And a good eye by Cahill. Someone who has struggled offensively, hitting 146 on the year, 2 extra base hits, 1 RBI. Very good defensive glove at first base, and there is power in that bat. It's just a matter of if he can run into one. 3-2, swing and a miss. High cheddar blows it past Cahill, and that's a fast-fired strikeout from Blaze Pizza. Join Blaze Rewards to get access to exclusive rewards and earn flames for free pizza, cheesy bread, and more. Join now at blazepizza.com or download the Blaze Pizza app in the App Store.
You said it about Cahill, and that 6'5" frame, just a junior, is only going to get better.
Here's Ray Ferguson, the catcher, and he wears one. And so second hit batter for Ryder as Ferguson will head over to first.
You never want to see anybody get hit, but that was a better place than the elbow, so no trainers going to check out on him, but there will be a courtesy runner.
Yeah, so if there is a trainer, they'll check on him in the dugout, and the way he's running, I'm sure he'll shoo him or her away. As this will bring up Aiden Casey, the right fielder, two-way player for St. John the Baptist, and Ryan Dalton with many options to throw out there in an elimination game. Aiden Casey, as well as Nick DeVanzo he went with today, Brady Leichtman. And another throw over to first.
Coach Dalton using the word competitor for Casey. He says that about a lot of his athletes, that they're very gutsy. They like to go out there and win. And you can feel that energy today.
1-0 up and in. Count 2-0 to Aiden Casey.
Yeah, Matt Ryder struggling a little bit today with the control in and off the plate. Only one across so far.
Runner goes, pitches down and in for a ball. Earns his throw down to second. Tad late. And the stolen base, the second of the day for the Cougars as Rivera dives in ahead of the tag.
Yeah, second one, third attempt, but that one wasn't necessary because it was a walk. And I think that they're stealing more on Ryder than they are on Ernst. Slow delivery, not a lot of heat, and checking the runners, but, not a sensational pick move. So they were really working him.
3-0. Chin music, ball 4. Second walk issued by Ryder. And the Cougars once again with traffic on the base paths. And it'll be the number 9 hitter, Lucas Chrisman.
And it'll be a visit to the mound. This time, Ernst will be flanked by the entire infield and the pitching coach. So this is definitely going to be a conversation about control and trying to get on the mound. He's got to try to get them deeper than 2 innings today. So a lot of pressure on this young man out of the gate.
Well, and probably trying to gauge some extra time for the bullpen and Eric Ressinger. As you got the top of the order coming up next, and Miguel got another lefty up there, so Chrisman could be the final batter. And we saw Ryder induce the ground ball in the first inning to get a 4-6-3 double play, but then Tommy Rorick, another left-handed hitter, poked one up to right field, and that's the score we've got right now.
John, we talk about this game all the time. Sometimes it's day to day. Right now, Ryder's breaking balls, not breaking. They're getting put in the zone, and then the misses are pretty big, not even challenging a little bit outside the strike zone. And again, the runner's able to steal off the pitcher. So We'll see. Ryder gets one low and can jam up Chrisman. Maybe another double play.
Well, Kellenberg's expecting the bunt as Mario Kasha pinches in at first. And a curveball is a foul ball, says home plate umpire Frank Fiorino. And the count 0-1.
Take that. Nathan Casey was halfway down the line. Look at that lead. No one holding him.
See if they throw the back pick. Tommy Pasqua, he's going to be covering anyway. Bunt popped up. And Ryder quickly ahead, 0-2.
So a little deja vu over here. It was Jacob Schmutz who put himself in a 0-2 hole on the first 2 pitches on some failed bunts. So the bunting game not particularly working at the moment for St. John the Baptist.
Ryder checking the runner. Head in the count, 0-2. They keep the bunt on, and it's fouled off, strike 3. So Chrisman couldn't get the bunt down, and there's 2 away.
You know, there was a game plan there, and it just didn't work out with Chrisman. Now it's going to be up to McElligott, and that's a shame because, John, so far now 2 bunt attempts to move runners failing at crucial points.
McElligott was hit by a pitch and scored the only run in the first inning. Backdoor slider hits, 0-1.
There you go. That's the Matt Ryder they know they got. That was a real pretty pitch.
An interesting first pitch breaking ball, second time through the order. Swing and a miss at a fastball down and in. And Ryder a strike away from getting out of it.
Real good job there using both sides of the plate, going outside and then inside and fooling McElligott. And this is a huge out, John, if you can get out of trouble again.
Rivera at second, Casey off of first. A 1-0 lead for SJB, top 2. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Matt Ryder strikes out 3 in the inning to keep SJB off the board. 1.5 in the books, 1-0 Cougars on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Welcome you back to Farmingdale State College. Well, we mentioned earlier, there is Coach Proko and, of course, the all-time hits leader over at Hofstra. And you see from 2007 to 2010, 3 All-CAA selections. And when you hit 391, you know a thing or two about hitting. And, of course, look at the numbers here for Kellenberg and how he is taking the Firebirds offense to the next level.
Yeah, you said it, Proko, and he just said to us it's a psychology. It's just about how to work the strike zone, how to make pitchers feel uncomfortable. And even though in that picture he looks like a tough guy, what a sweetie to talk to. He's so helpful. He's very energetic and real happy about this team, feeling good. And I think that loose energy that he showed us is the kind of energy you want your team to have at the plate.
You can't, and you'll hear some of the best hitters of all time will talk about how they have to have a clear mind at the plate, and you don't want to stuff it with some unnecessary information. His first pitch fastball from Nick DeVanzo right down the middle to Brian Cadu, 0-1. And Cadu's been a big reason for Proko's success. Hitting .396 in the regular season, a home run and 15 RBIs.
Yeah, yesterday had a walk in 4 plate appearances, so Cadu looking to do some things with the bat and get this started for Kellenberg.
We'll have a good hitter's count as he's ahead 3-1. That pitch misses upstairs.
And you can see the approach here. They do look much more relaxed at the plate, and that's the Proko effect. I mean, that's fantastic. And Proko stepping in the batter's box quite a few times, so practicing what he preaches.
Devanzo tried to bust him inside, and it's a Kellenberg team that we mentioned yesterday. Cut their strikeouts down by 30%. Lifted out to center field. Lucas Crispin is there on the back pedal, makes the play. 1 up, 1 down to begin the second.
And John, another thing that actually, a conversation with Coach Proko was saying that another thing that he wants his team to be aware of is that the ball does hang up in this field, that there is a bit of a breeze, and that once it gets a little hold of, it can get caught up and hang up there for a while. And that one, even though it looked struck pretty well off the bat, an easy one for the center fielder.
Especially with the wood bats as well, and not a lot is going to get out. As Lucas Vanvakaitis, the designated hitter, digs into the box against Devanzo. 0 for 3 yesterday and taps it foul. And the count is 1-1.
And that tells you about how efficient yesterday the game was. Only 3 at-bats for Lou Vam, as he gets a little advice from the first base coach there.
It's the Kellenberg team that has developed a good approach at the plate, and not just that, you could feel the confidence, and Pat Miles and not really tampering with his starting 9, and that's allowed him and the rest of the coaching staff to keep an eye on the pitching staff, manage innings. And he said it's one less thing that he has to worry about because he's got Proko on the sidelines with him. Sprayed into center field, it dunks in for a base hit. And Luke Vam with the first hit of the day for the Firebirds.
Yeah, nice approach there. He fought one off and knocked it into center field, and perfect placement. That's where you want that ball to go, and just like that, Luke Vam on the bases, and finally an opportunity here for this team. Take a look at it there. Just battles it off, gets it at the end of the bat, and it drops in there. An easy single.
Pickoff throw over to first, and Vanvakaitis gets in safely.
And he is a threat to steal over there. He's got some wheels. Coach said he's big, strong, and very athletic.
High leg kick from Devanzo, and Uncle Charlie drops in for a strike. 0-1 to Mario Kasha. Kasha was picked on defensively yesterday by St. Anthony's. In fact, manufacturing their second run in the first inning. With a runner at third and less than 2 outs. A strikeout at the plate. Jimmy Ernst blocked it. Flipped it over to Kasha, and C.J. Alfano, who we'll see in Game 2, sprinted home and was ahead of the tag. Runner goes, pitches high, throw down to second, skips into center field as Vanvakaitis gets the stolen base, and a good backup by Crispin to keep him at second base.
Yeah, Bam Bam Vam getting down to second base, and a terrific jump after some really nice pickoff moves by Devanzo. He has a nice move to first, but a huge jump there and testing the arm of Ferguson. Now runner in scoring position.
There's a 1-1 pitch, high and away, 2-1.
Kellenberg saying, you want to run on us, we're gonna test your arm too, and 2 could play at this game as we get another. What a great jump. Digs in, just as he slides in, doesn't identify that the ball went out. Looked like his leg got caught under him maybe a little bit too there.
2-1, off his backside. And so Kellenberg with a couple of runners on.
And 2 hit batters for Matt Ryder, and now Devanzo getting on it. I don't think he wanted to do the 2 can play at this game for that. And now runners on first and second. And John, we talked about it. The bottom of the orders yesterday, a lot of them having some success, in these games. Kellenberg's got on base a few times, but right now looking to make something big here is Michael D'Angelo, the center fielder.
Well, he had the lone hit out of the bottom 3 in the order as he won 1 for 3. And a fastball dotted on the outside corner for strike 1. But they all reached base. In fact, Kasha had the sac fly down the right field line that was caught by the first baseman, C.J. Alfano. So he returned the favor, and then Ryan Lagner had a walk in 3 plate appearances. And hits the inner half to Mike D'Angelo. 4 extra base hits, 11 RBI in the regular season.
Fielders playing straight away, not holding on Bam at second base.
0-2. Set up pitch outside, 1-2.
So I got to think they're thinking double play right now. They're not leaning in any which direction to try to hold the runner at second.
Devanzo ready with the 1-2. Skips downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I can see Devanzo working the bottom of the zone right now. He does want to try to get that grounder.
Van Vacatus off of second, Kasha off of first. 2-2 pitch. Inside, it hit him. And so now control issues rearing their ugly head. Second straight plunking by Devanzo, and the bases are loaded for the number 9 hitter, Ryan Lagner. And out comes Ryan Dalton.
Yeah, and that was, a shame. Yeah, he was in control. He had the 2 strikes, 2-2 count, and 2 hit by pitch in a row. So 4 hit batsmen, John, in 2 innings so far. Not even 2 innings. Not the way either one of these pitchers want to start it out.
Yeah, so Ryan Dalton out there just trying to calm down Devanzo. And like we mentioned, he was so good in the win over St. Mary's on May 7th, went 6 1/3 and struck out 12. And, St. Mary's a competitive team this year, although the bottom seed, that was the play-in game. With St. John the Baptist knocking off St. Mary's and then falling to St. Anthony's, but staying alive by boat racing Chaminade 2-0.
And that's why they're on the field today with an opportunity to try to do something special here. But first, they got to get themselves out of this jam. Only 1 out. Bases are juiced. And, John, the infield still playing for double play depth.
Wagner, the junior, and 357 on the year, and the lefty takes for strike 1.
I'm a little surprised the infield's not in right now in a situation like this. You can't assume that there's going to be a double play ball, and you might want to get that play down to the plate, but...
Here's the 0-1. Skips past Ferguson. Coming home is Van Vacatus. He slides in without a throw, and Kellenberg has tied it up.
And that's kind of an unfortunate moment there, the wild pitch. And now moving all the runners up, and first base is empty. And this game is tied with 1 out. And we'll have another look at it here. And the minute that pitch jumps, everybody's off to the races. No slide necessary. Oh, he does slide, but didn't need it. And
chopped on the ground to first base. Kyle Cahill's up with it as he looks back Kasha. No advancement. And a king size second out for Devanzo.
You said it, and D'Angelo scampered back real quickly there. I don't know if he thought it was caught in the air or not, but he made sure that he got back to second base. And we're back to the top of the order, and this is going to bring up Kenny Noe.
Yeah, Noe grounded out to short his last time up. 0 for 1 on the day, still hitless over the last 2 days, but there's hit number 1, and it's an RBI single up the middle. Rounding third, heading home is D'Angelo. The throw is cut off, a 2 RBI single for Kenny Noe, and Kellenberg puts 3 on the board. They go up 3-1.
You said it, John. Kenny putting on a clinic there with that hit. And 2 runs come across. I love how aggressive D'Angelo was. The minute he turned third, he knew he was coming home. You take a look at it here, beautiful hit. And there was no stop, no hesitation from D'Angelo. And that throw cut off. And now Noe at first and capable of a steal. One of the speedier guys on this team. So they're putting the heat on Devanzo now. And there is a little action in the bullpen on the St. John the Baptist side.
Well, here's Tommy Pasqua. Pasqua grounded out to Devanzo's last time up. A hot shot back up the box that Devanzo was able to take a stab at.
And in the pen, it's number 15, Brady Leichman, one of the new pitchers on this team, warming up, and we'll see if he gets the call in the next inning.
Runner goes. They got Noe in a rundown. The throw down to second. Cahill over to McElligott. And that does it. But Kellenberg puts up the crooked number. They take a 3-1 lead after 2 on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Mosey on to the third inning, and let us cater your next pizza party, school event, or even on-site business meeting. Use the QR code on the screen. Simply put in your address at the top of the page and select the nearest Blaze Pizza to you, and we'll do the rest. From guiding you through how much food to order to securely taking your payment and arranging a delivery professional, feeding your group just got a whole lot easier with Blaze Pizza. Locations in Queens, Hicksville, Bayshore, and Yukon. Matt Ryder back out on the mound. Now with the wind at his back and a 3-1 lead as he deals to Ethan Schmutz, the number 2 hitter for SJB.
And it'll be the Schmutz brothers up at this point, and the solid defender here. He walked in his first at bat.
And that was erased on the 4-6-3 double play as Ryder thought that he was close to getting out of that inning, but then the next hitter, Tommy Rorick, after Jacob Schmutz grounded into double play, had the RBI single. Kellenberg responding with 3 runs of their own and taking advantage of the 2 hit-by pitches as Kenny Noe, a 2 RBI single back up the middle. 2-1 pitch. Goes in the direction of Noe. He's so smooth over at short and fires to first to retire Schmutz.
Yeah, you said it. Charging the ball immediately, and even with the double pump, gets that throw across to get the out. And we'll see if Ryder is a different pitcher with the lead. And here it is, that grounder. Like you said, John, that's smooth, man, and a good arm. Makes it easy.
We were mentioning that he's going to Monmouth after he graduates, and they're getting a good one and a very athletic fielder at that. And Pat Miles was very complimentary of the college commits on this team as the pitch misses outside, 2-0. And you mentioned guys like Kenny Noe, Tommy Pasqua, Jimmy Ernst, Will Cowan, Brian Cadu. He said that this is the first time in quite a while that he's been very happy with the decisions that his players have made. And, you know, it's not necessarily always the right fit. A lot of players will just go to the school with the most notoriety. But second opportunity for Noe, and handles them both flawlessly. He retires both Schmutz brothers. 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Yeah, both Schmutz brothers hitting it to short, and he said Noe threw it over to first, and that's 2 outs. And that part of the order looking to get something going here. It was Tommy Rorick who did get something going in the first with a base hit and a stolen base. RBI.
Well, there you see the perfect game rankings for Kellenberg, and a lot of talent going to the next level. First pass ball tucked inside to Tommy Rorick. Slammed an RBI single to right his last time up. Stole second base, and then was stranded at third.
And, John, it's so easy to look at the stat sheet and talk about Kellenberg's hitting. And I think it takes away from the fact that, fielding-wise, we've seen some sensational plays out of everybody on the field.
Cue shot foul, first base line. You're right. And Noe's got a good glove at shortstop. And, you know, even if you look at Will Cowan over at third base, and this is something that Kellenberg has had to deal with last year. Kenny Noe was the starting third baseman because they had Paul Napolitano. There's a wave and a miss. Count 1 and 2. But with Cowan over at third, he's a natural shortstop. Plays shortstop in travel ball. But he had that same conversation this year with Cowan that he did with Noe, saying, hey, I know you're going to play shortstop at the next level, but I need you at third base, and Cowan just bought in.
Yeah, and why not? With a gun, he's got a fantastic arm over at third base, fields the position extremely well. Like you said, Noe Pasqua making some sensational plays yesterday. The vertical jump that young man's got. And that is also Kasha at first. Some nice stretches, helping his team out. They do it all around. And we've seen even in the major leagues, right? A lot of shortstops going to third for the better of the team. And it's great that the young man's got a great attitude just to help.
Yeah, and it's the most athletic position out there. 1-2 the count, Ryder. And a curveball misses high, 2-2. And of course, at this level, in the high school level, you'll see a ton of converted two-way players that are shortstops. 2-2 pitch, hit in the air down the right field line, but Rorick got ahead of it. And just a long foul ball.
Yeah, you said it way out in front, Rorick, but he got a good piece of that one as it bounced up over that big fence over there. So another thing that we got to keep in mind, we did see the field play. The ball bounces cleanly, but it bounces high.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Matt Ryder looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Pitch to Rorick. Popped up, third base side. Will Cowan calls everyone off in foul territory, battles the wind, and makes the play. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Kellenberg on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Farmingdale State, a 3-1 lead. Kellenberg leads St. John the Baptist as Nick DeVanzo back out on the mound. And now pitching with his team trailing, and Rob is a 7-inning game. His job just to keep it at 3-1.
Yeah, you don't want to call it a critical juncture in the third inning, but you can't have a repeat of what went on in the second as he faced 6 batters, and of the 6, 4 got on base.
It was a wild pitch, a couple of hit by batters as Tommy Pasqua attacks the first pitch out to right field, and Aiden Casey in stride. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And another example of how that ball can hold up out there. And it was Casey calling everybody off wisely, just like the way the play ended in that 1-2-3. Good job by Cowan there calling off his catcher Jimmy Ernst, who looked like he lost the ball. So good communication out of both teams defensively.
And here is Ernst. He walked his first time up. And watch the fastball glide outside, 1-0.
Ernst got the courtesy runner, stranded at third.
1-0, fastball darts outside, 2-0. And Jimmy Ernst headed to LIU after he graduates. The senior catcher. Big shoes to live up to with J.C. Navarro and Jack Ryan over for the Sharks. That was a team that finished high in the NEC, and Don Perillo has title hopes in the front view mirror as Northeast Conference gets ready this week with their tournament. Second straight walk, and Ernst is on, the 1-out base runner, and as soon as he touches first, you'd have to imagine he will be lifted for Carson Fessler.
Yes, sir. He called it on cue, and Ernst now reaching base twice via the walk. That one on 4 pitches. So got the fly out, induced the fly out from Pasqua. This at bat's going to be a big one because Cowan can hit. Fessler did also run very well and is a threat to steal.
We mentioned in the regular season, Will Cowan only struck out 3 times, but he struck out in each game so far in the playoffs. Big off throw over to first, and Fessler gets in ahead of the tag.
That could be a multitude of reasons. You're all facing pitchers at the top of their game. And there's the nerves. You know, this guy's expected to do things, and that's a lot of pressure sometimes.
Not to mention Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Or the law of averages.
Absolutely. No, I was just thinking in my head, it feels like life is Murphy's Law half the time.
Yeah.
But now maybe a little less tension. His team is in the lead now. So pressure a little less. Whatever you bet, there's pressure. So keeping the runner honest over at first base. Small lead.
And 3 out of the zone into Vanzo. A little frustrated after that misfire.
That's 7 out of the zone if we're counting. So it's 4 in a row to Ernst and now 3 in a row to Cowan. And nobody up in the bullpen now.
Winner of this game takes on the top-seeded St. Dominic Bayhawks, excuse me. Floated in for a much-needed strike, and that snaps a streak of 7 straight out of the zone.
Yeah, needed that strike and just needs to focus on, I was just about to say, I hope he doesn't throw over, literally. Focus on your catcher. Get the ball over the plate. He's not taking a big lead over there. And I don't know that you want to run out of this inning with Cowan at the plate.
3-1 high, ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Nick DeVanzo, and that'll bring up Brian Cadieux, and out comes Ryan Dalton.
In the last inning, he did hit 2 batters, and, you know, it is a concern if he's going to be wild right now facing this part of the lineup with Cadieux and Luke Vam.
No, that's it. His day is done. Joey Gubatasi is going to come in, and coming in from right field is Aiden Casey. And so a couple of things that Ryan Dalton can do. Put Casey on the mound, and he can put Gubatasi out in right field, or just we'll see what it is there. But either way, we'll take a break. Pitching change. St. John the Baptist trying to keep this a 3-1 game on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsitymedia. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable, and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today. Mention this ad.
Welcome back to Farmingdale State. Aiden Casey comes out of right field and goes on to the mound. Casey 1-2 on the year, 1.04 ERA in 27 innings pitched, and he's thrown into a hot spot with runners on first and second, and 1 out. And he delivers a first pitch breaking ball on the outside corner to Brian Cadieux, 0-1.
If the Cougars do want somebody on the mound in this situation, it is Casey.
Casey's been exceptional this year, and throw down to second base, and getting in ahead of the tag is Carson Fessler, the courtesy runner for Jimmy Ernst.
An interesting little pickoff move there, right? Made that quick move and then did this little skip and toss. And
so many things that lefties can do, and this game was tailored to them. 0-1. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Nothing in 2.
Great pitch selection so far, working that outside corner. So really big at bat right now in a big situation.
Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. Both runners go, and there's no play. Ray Ferguson didn't know where to throw. And Kellenberg with a double steal.
Yeah, Ferguson's still a little confused on what's going on, and there's going to be a conversation, but I don't know what the conversation is. We'll take another look at it here. I mean, you see.
First base is occupied, regardless if the runner is going or not. So that means that the batter at the plate is automatically out. Kellenberg saw the indecision by Ferguson and swiped 2 bases. So Fessler goes to third. Callen goes up to second. And you're right. I'm not sure what the argument is there, unless Ferguson thought there was a foul ball at the plate. So unless we've got the angle from the right center field camera that would show a definitive foul tip, then this should be runners on second and third and 2 outs.
You think that's what he was indicating, that it was a foul tip?
Could be, but then I don't know why Ferguson was thinking about throwing the ball. So Frank Fiorino talks it over with Charlie Rothman. Fiorino, one of the veteran umpires out there. And so calling strike 3, Kellenberg taking advantage, and now they got runners on second and third and 2 outs.
And it's Luke Vam who got a really hard hit single and stole a base, came around to score over in the second inning. Second time he gets up today.
Wave and a miss to the first pitch changeup. And the count 0-1. And a live ball and a good backup by Ethan Schmutz.
Well, despite the confusion, it's 2 outs and runners on second and third. You only got to worry about the one at the plate right now.
Low set the pitch. Tapped foul right side.
All right, so Casey doing what Casey does. Another 0-2 count. He's already got a strikeout and came into a tight spot, but in the driver's seat right now.
Advocatus, the junior, looking to give Kellenberg a little extra cushion. Fessler, the runner at third. Callen off of second. 3-1 the lead for Kellenberg. 0-2 coming. Driven to left center field. Ranging over is Jacob Schmutz. It hangs up for him. And the inning is over. Schmutz comes on, picks it out of the air. And we are through 3 innings. And a 3-1 lead for Kellenberg on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Preference, please.
What kind of sauce can I get you, David?
Thank you.
Everything all right?
All right. Eric, how's it going over
Ron,
here?
going great. Going great. How's your first day going, man?
Feels great.
Let Fernando know about our sauces. Remember the
we got
training?
spicy sauce, we got regular sauce, we got pesto sauce.
Yep.
I mean, I love spicy sauce, but might not be a spicy guy, so.
Ron, we got a Ron and a Ron.
We got a Ron right Oh, that's a Ron and a Ron?
We got a Ron and a Ron.
How you doing, Ron? I'm Ron.
Namesake.
Nice to
Ron,
meet
good to see
you.
you.
I am headed to my next job. Yeah. So you can take over from now.
Okay.
You got it? AB, enjoy your pie, man.
Thanks, Ron.
All right.
Yep.
Selfie with Ron. Selfie time with Ron. Great place to come for your lunch break.
LeBron James legit loves Blaze Pizza, and his ownership of 19 franchise locations reflects his passion for their make-your-own pizza concept. LeBron is a part owner and endorser of Blaze Pizza. Kellenberg and Matt Ryder endorsing this 3-1 lead as they were able to scratch 3 runs across in the second inning. And Ryder's been able to settle down as he's retired the last 5 batters, and he'll deal the 5, 6, 7 due up in the order, and it's the designated hitter, Dom Caniglio.
You said it prior. Sorry, John. You said it prior to the game about trying to induce that weak contact, have the defense do the job, and that's exactly what happened in that last inning. 3 up, 3 down, and it was 2 nice plays in the field by Kenny Noe to be in that position right now. I know we've had the conversation, but if you're making your own pizza at Blaze, what are you doing again?
For me, listen, they've got 30 toppings. I love a straight cheese, pepperoni. Like, I'm a pretty basic guy. But, sausage, peppers. And it's not just the pizza. It's the cheesy bread, decadent desserts, over 30 ingredients. The whole shebang. I'm dating myself by saying shebang, but you and the rest of the crew are in sync with that.
Yeah, what are you? So you're saying that we're too old? What's going on here?
I didn't say two.
No. You think they have senior citizen discounts?
I'll have to ask my parents. They have one by their house. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. Count 2-1. So Dom Caniglio, he's a young man, although an elder statesman, the senior. 258 in the regular season. That one thrown behind him.
Yeah, it looked like the ball just slipped out of Ryder's hand there. And the umpire just checking in, see how he's doing. Looked a little frustrated when the pitch was thrown behind him, but that's far from intentional at this stage of the game.
Good hitter's count for Caniglio. The 3-1 blows a fastball by him, and the count's full.
Big cut there. He was thinking of putting that one deep into right field, but couldn't get around on it, and it's a full count, as you said, John, for Ryder.
And that hit him. Well, Caniglio a little frustrated as he walks over to first.
Yeah, staring him down. Listen, I understand you're frustrated, one behind you and one at the hips, but that's the last thing in the world Matt Ryder wants to do with no outs right now. So maybe a little gamesmanship out there, but the third hit batter for Ryder.
We'll bring up Kyle Cahill, struck out swinging in his first at-bat. And a fastball misses outside, 1-0.
Going to be a lot of ball-shaped bruises on both sides later on today. 5 batters hit today, John.
Not sure if there's a Welt specialist in the area.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kyle Cahill hopes he can welt the ball right now. Again, 6'5", one of the big guys on this team.
Well, that's Ryder. Pepper and a strike, and it's the 1-1. Throw over.
Just to keep him on his throw, which has seemed to be the case all day. Ryder's pickoff move, pretty just, basic, gets the ball over. I'm thinking about you.
See if they put Caniglio in motion. They don't. In the dirt, smothered by Ernst, 2-1.
He did get a really massive lead there, and, if I'm Caniglio, I'm thinking, all right, if I got away with that lead, maybe I go off to the races again. They are stealing off the pitcher.
Caniglio with 6 stolen bases on the season, and that pitch misses inside, and it's 3-1. Some activity in the Kellenberg bullpen as Eric Ressinger gets back up again. Another left-handed pitcher. It drops in for a strike, and the count is full at 3-2.
Nice pitch there, as it looked like Cahill was taken all the way. Cahill with a 146 average, so see how he tries to work this count.
Not going, and Cahill fisted foul. Clanking off the bleachers. Right by us. Wave, we're on camera. That way. Camera's over there. Come on. First day?
First day on the job.
3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. And a soft toss over to first.
Ron told me he wasn't going to put my ugly mug on the camera. And now turning over here. Foul balls. Thanks, Cahill.
Long set. Runner not going. High, ball 4. And so the Cougars, the first 2 men aboard as Cahill strides over to first. Third walk issued by Matt Ryder, and that'll bring up Ray Ferguson, the catcher.
Yeah, when DeFanzo left the game in his 2 1/3, he had 3 walks and 2 hit batters. And now Ryder in a similar situation right now. 3 hit batters and 3 walks. And we still are only 3 innings in. No out runners on first and second. So a lot of free passes going on right now. Not a lot of knocks.
Well, so this is the bottom of the order that for St. John the Baptist hits on the lighter side. So Kellenberg expecting the bunt. And no time called at the plate. Ferguson was hit by a pitch and then stole second base. Well, his courtesy runner did. Not bunting. Sweeper outside. Ball 1.
This Kellenberg team does have arms available today, courtesy of Jack Durso going a full 7 yesterday. Very impressive game.
Ferguson showed some power earlier in the year. Hit a home run against Chaminade, a 2-run shot. 1-0. Pumped foul.
Yeah, Coach said that he's had a little down spurt of offense last year, and this year he's picking it back up, changing his approach.
Told him that it's a brand new year and a brand new you. Skied foul down the left field line. And out of play.
That's the attitude you got to have. You know, he's a young man, and you want to just keep his head straight in the game, especially since he's behind the plate. Make the most out of this senior year.
Tying run off of first is Kyle Cahill. Long set from Ryder in the pitch. Behind the back of Ferguson. Count 2-2.
Dangerously close to a 4th hit batter in this game. So Ryder just needs to settle this thing down, find the strike zone. Simply the ball just kind of slips out of his hand sometimes. And again, a lot of breaking balls just haven't broken from today.
Yep. Trying to deuce the ground ball here. 2-2 to Ferguson. It's high. Ball 4. Well, you've got the left-hander Aiden Casey on deck. You've got the lefty warming up in the bullpen for Kellenberg. You'd have to imagine that this is the final batter for Matt Ryder if he can't get it out here. Three-two pitch. Behind the back, goes to the backstop. Ball 4 as everybody moves up at 90 feet.
Yeah, that one way outside, and I think they're definitely going to have to go to the bullpen at this point. Ryder missing big. 4 hit batters so far, and no outs. Everybody getting free passes around the horn, and they're going to make the change.
Yeah, 4 walks as well as Kellenberg dips into their bullpen. Eric Ressinger looking to put out the fire when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsitymedia. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Well, check this, Rob Anderson. A la Grady Little, Matt Ryder stays in the game. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And here's Aiden Casey up at the plate. And the first pitch chopper foul, first base side, 0-1.
Yeah, a la Grady Little. Nobody even warming up in the bullpen right now, so.
Well, and that just shows the competitiveness of Ryder, too. Didn't want to come out of the ball game, but Miles looked to the bullpen. Ressinger gave the thumbs up and was getting ready to come in to the ball game, but it never became official because Miles never signaled for him. Slash foul left side.
Casey did walk in his first at bat and was stranded at first. So maybe it's that part of the order also. Get your control. You're facing Casey. You got Chrisman, who you struck out earlier. You know, he did have 3 strikeouts in that second inning, and then 3 up, 3 down in the third. Just put himself in a real tough spot right now.
Nothing in 2-8 in Casey. He just really doesn't have command of those off-speed pitches.
You said it. Again, the breaking balls are not breaking. The curve balls just kind of floating high out there. And, you know, you just don't want to see, like, 2 strikes. He can't lose this batter.
Bases full of Cougars. 1-2 pitch. Fastball looped into right field. Ranging over is Cadu. He's going to have to play it on a hop. Dom Caniglio comes in to score. He was tagging up, waiting for it to drop. It's an RBI single for Aiden Casey, and that makes it 3-2.
And the way the ball's been hanging up so far throughout this entire 2 days, it looked like all the runners thought that was going to get caught. Take a look. They all kind of froze. Ball's put up in the air. Cadu got a jump, maybe misread it a little bit. I can't tell if he could have got there in time, but all the runners were surprised by that. They went, oh, and then took off. I think everybody was expecting a tag. And there'll be another meeting at the mound now as the bases continue to stay loaded. No out. And now 1 run across.
And now the day is officially done for Ryder. Second mound visit. And here comes Ressinger. Like we said, again, trying to put out the fire. We'll step aside on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsity media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable, and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Eric Ressinger comes out of the bullpen and try to put out the fire for the Firebirds. And here are the numbers. He's been filthy this year so far, Rob Anderson.
Yeah, take a look. It's an 0-1 record, but don't let that fool you. 1.95 ERA, does not walk many, 18 Ks to 3 walks, and that's the kind of guy you want in a situation like this.
Pitching in his first game since May 7th against St. Dom's, where he took the loss. He went 3 1/3 innings, giving up just an unearned run. That was enough for the loss as Marco Pipia, the pinch hitter, comes on to bat in the place of Lucas Chrisman. Pipia, two-way player, slashes it just foul down the left field line.
Nice little slap at that pitch outside the zone, and could have been a lot of a big problem if it stayed fair. Ryder leaving with 3 innings, 3 Ks, 4 walks, 3 hit, batsman 2 hit, and right now 2 earned, but responsible for all the ducks on the pond.
St. John the Baptist, an opportunity to pull in front. 0-2, wave and a miss. He struck him out. High cheese by Eric Ressinger. A fast-fired strikeout from Blaze Pizza. At Blaze Pizza, it's the best place to grab a fast-fired pizza made with delicious ingredients and over 30 toppings to choose from, with freshly made salads, house-made lemonades, and decadent desserts on the menu at your local Blaze Pizza, offering gluten-free, keto, and vegan options to satisfy any craving Blaze Pizza, there's no wrong way to play.
There is a right way to play, and you just saw that strikeout there. That's the way you do it. So a big out. Looking for a double play ball now so that Kellenberg can maintain the lead in this game.
Aiden Casey's RBI single, making it 3-2 as Ressinger misses high. Count 1-0.
Keegan McElligott, one of the victims of the hit by pitch on the elbow in the first inning, did strike out in the second. It's his third time up at bat today in the fourth inning. A big spot for this young man.
And Ressinger misses high again.
Again, only 2 walks issued by Ressinger during the season, so coach has faith that in a spot like this, if they're going to get anything across, they got to earn it.
Misses high again, and nowhere to put Keegan McElligott.
You said something about Murphy's Law earlier?
Yeah. But it's working both ways because St. John the Baptist also having a little difficulty on the mound. Cahill, the runner at third. Rivera off of second. Casey off of first. And that's high ball 4. The game is tied. The bases loaded walk as Keegan McElligott, with a good eye, works the walk. And we're tied at 3.
So McElligott gets an RBI on that one. He also came around to score in the first. So filling up the stat sheet there with a hit by pitch and a walk. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is there's only been 2 hits for each team. It's been a ton of walks and strikeouts. And here is Ethan Schmutz looking to pull the Cougars in front. First pitch in the dirt. And Ernst, who's been a brick wall, keeps it just ball 1.
Yeah, Ernst definitely getting a workout today. Hopping around, had a run for the backstop a few times.
Ethan Schmutz 0 for 1 on the day, walked in the first and grounded out to short in his second at bat as Ressinger steps off and checks on the base runners.
And Johnny said it, 2 hits on the day and 8 batters reaching either via the walk or the hit by pitch in only 4 innings, not even 4 innings.
1-0 pitch. Smacked out into center field. D'Angelo ranging back, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Rivera. He will score. It's a sacrifice fly for Ethan Schmutz, and the Cougars go back in front, 4-3.
And Ethan will take that one. The runners at first and second holding, but it was that play by D'Angelo misreading the ball, making the catch. But off the bat, again, giving him a little bit of trouble. Take a look here, and he has to jump back and throw off his left foot after making that turn. And the runners at second and first stay there, but an easy tag at third for Ferguson.
So here's Jacob Schmutz as that pitch is outside for ball 1.
So the damage is done, John. That's 3 earned now, charged to Ryder. 4 total.
Jacob Schmutz leading the team in hitting, but 0 for 2 on the day. A couple of ground outs, 1 into double play in the first inning, and then grounded out to Kenny Noe, the shortstop for Kellenberg. It's interesting the way that D'Angelo played it out in center field, and ultimately he made the catch. But you have to wonder if the depth perception is something that we're not factoring in either for these outfielders who are playing with a bigger backstop and a netting, but also bleachers behind the plate. 2-0 pitch. It's outside. Or check that, on the outside corner, 2-1.
Yeah, they're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Much different field over here, so perhaps having that space, and like you said, the depth perception causing some issues.
2-1. Swing and a miss. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Kellenberg with activity in the bullpen again.
You said it, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuce is wild. And a big pitch coming here for Ressinger.
2-2. Carved in the air, left center field, falling fast. It's down for a base hit, and it's going to roll past the outfielders. In to score is Casey. Rounding third and heading home is Keegan McElligott. It's a 2 RBI double for Jacob Schmutz. And the Cougars extend their lead to 6-3.
And Jacob really happy with that at bat. He's going to jog over to his coach, get a high five, and hand in the gloves. And John, look at this, just takes a bad bounce and a real difficult play. D'Angelo diving, and I don't think Langner positioned himself thinking that ball was going to get through because he went straight instead of positioning himself to kind of cut it off and protect his center fielder. And just straight home. There you go. Didn't even need to slide, but make it look good.
Tommy Rorick takes the first pitch on the outer half for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, I'll tell you, D'Angelo laid out for that one. He really tried. Just Langner didn't take a great angle on it and caused more damage to across in this game. Blowing open in this inning.
Another step off by Ressinger. But Tommy Rorick, an RBI single in the first against Kellenberg starter Matt Ryder. 0-1. Outside. Count 1-1.
Ninth batter in the inning. And now Ryder's stat line, he'll be charged with 5 of the earned runs, as all the ones he was responsible for have scored. Ressinger responsible for 1 across and the 1 on second base at the moment. Real big inning here for St. John the Baptist.
And something that they needed, especially trying to capitalize on all those base runners that were either hit by a pitch or the walks. And time called at the plate by Rorick.
And as a coach, it's as frustrating as you get when you see the runs come across that way. I mean, a good knock there by Jacob Schmutz.
1-2 is high, a setup pitch.
But when you see the walk after walk, those are unforced errors, things that could be controlled.
Yep.
And just a day that the Kellenberg pitchers on the mound don't have it.
Unfortunately, that's baseball, Susan. 2-2. Poked up the middle, dive and a catch. Tom Pasqua ranges out the future Queens Knight with a fabulous play to end the 4th inning. Let's take another look, Rob.
And this is what Pasqua did yesterday in the 7th. He's got great range. Take a look at this, John. He dives, and what a great hand-eye coordination and make sure that he got in position and got in the glove, made it look easy, and that ends the inning.
Kellenberg sends St. John the Baptist sends 9 to the plate. They lead at 6-3, going to the bottom of the 4th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Here at Farmingdale State, St. John the Baptist pulls in front. They scored 5 runs in the inning to take a 6-3 lead and trying to keep their season alive as Aiden Casey begins his first clean inning of work out of the bullpen for the Cougars. He'll deal to the bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9. As Casey, you'd have to imagine for Ryan Dalton, wants to take his team all the way home to the next round.
And a real nice job getting Casey in the game now. They know that he's got a lot of control and poise, and now he's coming in, instead of down 1, up by 3.
Mario Kasha hits the first pitch out to right field, chasing back Joey Gubatasi, still going back, going to bounce over his head and 2-hop to the wall as Mario Kasha begins the 4th inning with a 2-bagger.
Again, maybe that big field playing into it. It looked like Goobs had a tough run on that one. Didn't recognize how deep it was going to go right off at the bat. You can see here, gets a little bit of a late jump in, and then he's going back on his horse and didn't realize how deep and far that ball was going to carry. Beautiful sky here at Farmingdale, and he comes in for a double. Nice job there.
There's Mike D'Angelo, the center fielder. Inside out, set one foul. 0-1.
So a nice way to start off the inning, Kasha, with the leadoff double.
Well, D'Angelo was hit by a pitch, came around to score. That was part of the 3-run second inning for Kellenberg. Bottom of the order once again being productive, and D'Angelo, one of those beneficiaries of Kellenberg having such pop at the top of the order, as the number 8 hitter just gets to enjoy a bunch of fastballs and can jump on them. As Aiden Casey, even with the count 1-1, the pitch, and a fastball cued foul right side. And Aiden Casey ahead, 1-2.
Yeah, D'Angelo, again, one of the victims, like you said, John, of the hit by pitch and came around to score. So now on the other end, looking to drive in a run and get his Kellenberg team back in competition here, cut that lead down.
1-2, way outside. Count even at 2-2.
You mentioned it earlier. D'Angelo, fairly productive day yesterday. He was 1 for 3 and came around to score. So runs scored in both games.
He was the only one in the bottom third that reached via hit, and there's a swing and a miss. As Casey gets the second strikeout. That's a fast-fired strikeout from Blaze Pizza. You can swing by your local Blaze Pizza or by ordering online or over the phone. They'll be ready to fire up your perfect pizza for delivery, or choose to pick up your order in store at Blaze Pizza. Second strikeout for Aiden Casey, and this brings up the number 9 hitter, Ryan Lagner. Lagner grounded out to first in his only at-bat against Nick DeVanzo, who went and started this game for St. John the Baptist. Pitched the first 2 1/3 as he gave up 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, and a couple of hit-by pitches. Only struck out 1 batter. 1-0 downstairs. Count 2-0.
Yeah, and since Casey's come in the game, he's doing fairly well, hoping to strand that runner out at second base right now. Behind in the count, 2-0.
And it hit him again. There's got to be a magnet on that belt for Kellenberg. Another plunking, and intentional or not, it's only a matter of time before you can be frustrated. And Kellenberg, and a slow walk over to first by Ryan Lagner.
Yeah, I mean, it's touche, though, John. I mean, it's 3 hit batters for both teams, and we're in the 4th inning. At least nobody's getting hurt on them. The only one that was looked like was a little damaging was the one on the elbow earlier, but most of them hitting the soft spots.
Nobody's left the game. And prime opportunity for Kenny Noe. First time batting from the right side today. Switch hitter, a 2 RBI single his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Mario Kasha started the inning off with a double to right center field, and now Ryan Lagner on at first as Noe takes at the knees for a strike. 0-1.
Nice pitch there as the bottom fell out on that one, but right across the plate and framed well by Ferguson. Noe fooled on that first pitch.
Ball has looked like a beach ball to Noe this year. Good rip at a fastball. And Casey ahead, 0-2.
It's amazing how you watch both of these, the pitchers all day today. Like one batter all over the place, next batter in the strike zone, and very unpredictable. So far from over is this game, only the 4th inning, and we're about an hour and a half into it already. So a slow-moving game because of a lot of free passes and a total of 9 runs up on the board.
You got somewhere to be?
No, I've got nowhere to be. I'm just wondering if Blaze is going to deliver.
I hope so. 0-2. Noe calling time at the plate.
Going to charge it to your account.
Yeah, put it on the black card.
All right, let's see what Aiden Casey has here. looking in for the sign 0-2. Big pitch here. Doesn't want to give him anything good to look at.
0-2, just outside. Good pitch by Casey. Thought he had strike 3, and a good eye by Noe.
And a lot of the fans thought it was strike 3, too. You had a lot of oohs and ahs behind us there. That was just missed.
Noe, a .680 on-base percentage. Only been on base once in this game. It was a big hit. In the air, out to right field. Joey Gubatasi still backpedaling. Makes the one-handed catch. Mario Kasha tags and heads to third as the throw is cut off in the middle of the diamond. So a productive out for Kenny Noe as he moves a runner over to third. And that'll bring up Tommy Pasqua.
Yeah, Gubatasi. Oh, we got a guy down.
Yeah, it looks like Ray Ferguson shaken up. Not sure if he collided with Kenny Noe, but Noe also a little shaken up. And they say baseball is not a contact sport, but with all the hit by pitches, foul balls, and now Ferguson coming together with Noe. Take a look at the plate. Yeah, it was the backswing. Yeah, that stings.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's, again, I tip my hat to all the catchers out there. Even as a softball coach for 12 years, I tell them right out the gate, I don't want to play favorites, but the catcher does more work than anybody out there as far as I'm concerned. Tough spot.
Ferguson a little frustrated, and I get it. And here's the other thing, too, that nobody ever factors in when you get hit with a backswing. Leave him alone and don't touch him. Everybody comes all around, oh, are you okay, are you okay, are you okay? Give him a second. Be fine. And this coach is going to touch him. Okay, are you all right? No, my arm still hurts. Give me a second.
Look at you with the lip reading skills.
I'm just saying, it's...
Yeah.
You appreciate everyone wants to help, but you can be a nuisance, even though you've got the right intention.
Yeah, kids like to shake it off and get back in the game, especially in a game like this. First and third, 2 outs. Casey dealing.
And Tommy Pasqua, who made a nice stab and a diving catch last inning, hits the first pitch in the shallow center field. It's down for a base hit, and Tommy Pasqua with an RBI single as Mario Kasha comes in to score, and that makes it 6-4.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny delivers again and popped it right in the perfect spot. Not a lot on the ball, but baseball's about placement, and that ball fell in. And at first, it looked like Schmutz had a beat on it, but then it just kept traveling. Take a look, John. Holds up just long enough. Schmutz had a good angle, but just fell in the perfect place where nobody could deal. And even Chrisman was kind of trotting in. I don't think he thought how short it was going to be.
Yeah.
So the outfield, a little bit of a problem for both of these teams today.
It's got to be the most cavernous outfield that these teams have played on this year. As here's Jimmy Ernst, a couple of walks and 2 plate appearances, but this is the first time that he's facing Casey, who pumps a fastball low, 1-0.
Ernst walking twice today.
Comes a 1-0. It's outside. 2-0. See some activity in the bullpen as Kellenberg warming up, and see what the line is for Eric Ressinger. As that's Brian Cadu, the right fielder. Pitch downstairs.
So Ernst looking for his 3rd walk of the game. Got a free pass to end the game yesterday in his last at bat, so he's working on 3 in a row and make it 4.
Yeah. That'll load the bases for Will Cowan.
So maybe the new game strategy is keep the bat on your shoulder and just wait. Unless these pitchers are going to start challenging, John.
Well, it's all about what Coach Proko says, in that, go up to the plate and have an approach, as Carson Fessler comes on again, the courtesy runner for Jimmy Ernst.
So Will Cowan.
And the first pitch in the dirt. Good scoop by Ferguson. Keeps everybody at bay for ball 1.
Guess what he did in his last at bat?
He walked.
Oh.
because everyone's either walked or has been hit by a pitch. And a couple of RBI singles and doubles in there, but
keep the score sheet at home, folks. A lot of BBs all over.
HBP too.
A couple of HBPs.
I think it's over everyone, and it's out of play. Short bleacher over here, but huge net behind the plate. And the count 1-1 to Will Cowan. Ball tipped into the glove of Ferguson, and Casey's ahead 1-2.
All right, so again, Casey in a big spot here. 2 strikes, has a chance to keep his team on top. But Will Cowan hoping to have other plans.
Bases full of Firebirds, and that pitch is looped foul. Count 1-2.
And the fan returning the ball over there.
They've been told 20 times to return, so been pretty obedient there. Base hit could tie the game for the Firebirds. As Will Cowan, a walk and a strikeout in 2 plate appearances, and fouls it off again.
So battling at the plate right now, making it uncomfortable for Aiden Casey. Of course, I have nowhere to go, John, but the inning's getting longer and longer.
No, I hear you, and it's at least going to help out Brian Cadu warm up. Nobody's warming up for St. John the Baptist at the moment. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Kellenberg leaves the bases loaded, but they get a run back. 6-4, we go to the 5th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Head to the 5th inning here at Farmingdale State as a 6-4 lead for St. John the Baptist, and Eric Ressinger back out on the mound for Kellenberg as they're able to scratch a run back against St. John the Baptist. And it's been a game of patience at the plate for both of these teams, and 2 RBI doubles, the big blow for St. John the Baptist for Jacob Schmutz, and on the other side, 2 RBI single by Kenny Noe. But other than that, a smattering of walks and hit by pitches as Dom Caniglio, the designated hitter, will lead off for the Cougars, who sent 9 men to the plate last inning. They scored 5 times.
Yeah, most of them are the responsibility of Matt Ryder. And now, you know, John, you could just hope that Ressinger can settle in, throw some strikes. I think everybody wants to see that and force him to make contact, because the merry-go-round is not the kind of baseball either one of these teams want to play, or is their brand of baseball. They usually have pretty good controlled pitchers. All the scouting reports on the pitchers we've seen, it's been control, 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 but a complete lack of this afternoon.
We've got Adventureland down the road if you're looking for a merry-go-round. 0-1, scalded out to left field. Giving chase is Ryan Langer. A dive, he can't make the catch as it rolls past him. And Dom Caniglio slides into second base with a leadoff double. Good attempt by Langner, just out of his reach. And for Dom Caniglio, legging out the double. And that'll be our Speed Island speedy play of the game. Improve your speed today with Onyx Salve and the gang over at Speed Island, located in Garden City. Book a session today at speedislandny.com as Caniglio turned on the Jets and an extra base hit for the Cougars to start the fifth.
Yeah, tough break for Langner there. He did a good job trying to lay out for that one, but he did recover pretty quickly and get the ball in. However, Caniglio now at second base, and the big man squaring off to bunt. Every run counts now, so a little small ball might not be the worst thing.
I agree with this strategy, especially with Kellenberg. You know they can swing the bat. You're going to deal with their heart of the order at least one more time. So any runs that you could put on the board is at a premium for St. John the Baptist. Baptist has been one of the Achilles heels to Kellenberg this year, albeit taking the first two games of the season. Snap throw down to second base, and diving ahead of the tag is Caniglio. Jimmy Ernst has a cannon behind the plate. But 2 5-4 victories for the Cougars. One in Center Moriches, the other in West Islip.
That was a long, long time ago, though, right? You know, John, it was opening up the season. They haven't seen each other since, and, you know, definitely Kellenberg looking to get revenge of those two.
Well, and the thing with Kellenberg is they took out their frustration on St. Anthony's, Van Ardsdale, and Lehigh. Hit on the ground to second, productive out as Pasqua fires to first, and Caniglio moves over to third on the ground out.
Yeah, that one just as good as a bunt. Gets the runner over to third. Caniglio now in a much better scoring position with only one out, so a sacrifice fly could get the run across. Ferguson, the victim of a hit by pitch, and then walked. So 2 free passes as the infield's in.
And the first pitch to Ferguson is inside, 1-0.
Almost got another pass there, but got out of the way. Good job by Ferguson.
Don't forget the backswing that he took as well. 1-0. Playing right back to the screen. 1-1.
Yeah, that is an aggravating thing. Even you can see it in the pros. Some of those guys have those big swings. I don't know if you pay attention. You see when Marcell Ozuna hit Will Smith like 3 times?
Of course.
That's quite the battle now.
Well, and J.D. Martinez pretty much ended the first half for Wilson Contreras. And that, there was a great article in The Athletic about it, about catchers stealing strikes, which means they move up in the box. That's lined foul as Ferguson almost takes out his teammate Caniglio at third.
And Contreras is one of the ones that is known to do that.
If we could take a look at Jimmy Ernst, the catcher behind the plate, seeing where he sets up, because he's someone that, gives a little space there, so he can steal strikes but doesn't dip his mitt into the strike zone. And the pitch misses down and in. And the count 2-2.
Yeah, he plays at a pretty standard place in the box there. And he doesn't lean in, waits for the ball to get to him.
2-2, popped up, center of the diamond. Who wants it? It's Noe and Pasqua makes the catch on the bump, 2 away.
Ferguson slamming his bat down in frustration. Last thing he wanted to do there was pop up in the infield, and it's going to be up to Aiden Casey, the pitcher. So Casey now has a chance to put some scores up for himself. He's been our pitcher of record, so, since right now the winning pitcher of record if they stay this way.
Trying to be part of the theme of pitchers that have helped their cause. Victor Acosta getting an RBI single yesterday for Holy Trinity as they ambushed Victor Frederick and chased him after 5 1/3. 1-0 curveball drops in, 1-1.
Yeah, Acosta doing a real nice job, and we're going to see his Holy Trinity team coming up shortly.
First pitch slated for 7 p.m. Popped up, foul territory. This could get Kellenberg out of it. Cowan is there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Eric Ressiger works around the leadoff double to strand the runner at third. Go to the bottom of the fifth. 6-4 the lead for the Cougars of the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York.
Wait, oh my God!
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh, my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, there's Ron. You tell your friends to take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. I got it. You even take Ron's hat. That's yours.
Oh my God.
LeBron James legit loves Blaze Pizza, and his ownership of 19 franchise locations reflects his passion for their make-your-own pizza concept. LeBron is a part owner and endorser of Blaze Pizza. Aiden Casey back out on the mound for St. John the Baptist, and a 6-4 lead for the Cougars, as Casey will deal to the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the order, as this is a Kellenberg team that got the crooked number, but their pitching has not followed suit en route to giving up 5 runs in the 4th inning. And now Casey, like you mentioned last inning on the long side, has done a better job locating and has gotten out of a jam. Remember, it's a Kellenberg team that has left, now if you include yesterday, 14 runners on base.
Yeah, that's not typical of this Kellenberg team and has to be quite frustrating for this staff. And it was Aiden Casey coming in with 2 runners on when he entered the game and got out of it with 2 hitters. He got himself in a little bit of trouble, gave up a run in the 4th. And now it's Cadu, so we'll see what he could do.
Well, Brian, also a two-way player. Will be headed to UAlbany. 0 for 2 on the day. Drives this one out to left field. Ranging back is Jacob Smuts in the gap. He makes the play.
Really nice job getting a good angle. As you can see, the shadows starting to creep onto that left field from the forest behind it. Good look there. See the shadows coming across on the left side of your screen. And it was Schmutz running into that shadow and making a nice play on the ball.
Yeah, and Schmutz still dealing with the sunglasses as well because it's coming out of the sun. Here's Lucas Van Vacatus. Single that came around to score in the 2nd inning. Slaps it into left field. He's got his 2nd hit of the day.
Yeah, Lou Van doing it at the dish, and he did steal a base in that first at bat when he got the base hit and did it handily. He's got some wheels over there, so we'll see if they look to send him and get Casey off his game. Casey is a lefty. A little more difficult to steal off a lefty. And he had a good pick move at second, so we'll see if he throws over to first at all.
Fastball dips a little low for ball 1. Kasha scalded it to right field, had a double in his last at-bat, was hit by a pitch, and he came around to score twice today. Hits it on the ground, left side in the hole is Keegan McElliott. He goes to second, but sliding in ahead of the tag is Lucas Van Vacatus. And everybody's safe on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up the go-ahead run, Mike D'Angelo, with runners on first and second and 1 out.
When Vam slid into second, came off the bag and recognized late to try to get that tag on, but no play just because that ball was hitting a good spot and got McElliott on his back foot.
Fastball painted on the outside corner to Mike D'Angelo, also hit by a pitch and struck out.
So weak contact on that last hit. But does the job as now there's runners on first and second. Oh, boy.
And it's thrown into center field, and that's going to leave Van Vacatus to take third base. That's one that Casey knew he uncorked as soon as he let it go. And so now runners on the corners and Kellenberg threatening once more.
Yeah, and that pickoff move, like I said, looked really good the second last time there. Just take it. I mean, that's not even close. So Ethan Schmutz not a chance on it. And Kasha decides to stay at first. And there's going to be another meeting at the mound.
Well, it's just a matter of settling in the infielders and also talking about what happens on potentially Kasha trying to steal second base. So, do you let him steal through, put the tying run at second base? It's part of the discussion here, on top of just trying to calm down a team that's trying to get one more opportunity to get to the championship round. The way it works in the NSCHSAA, and we showed the bracket earlier, but the winner of this game will go on to play St. Dom's, the number 1 seed, and not that you really, it's kind of like Sophie's choice here, but either way, St. John the Baptist trying to play St. Dom's, and the winner of that game would then go on to the championship round, where they would face either Holy Trinity or St. Anthony's. That game kicking off at 7 p.m.
Perhaps.
And so a throw over.
My guess is we're looking at like a 7:30 start.
Well, it's 6 o'clock now. We'll see. Crazier things have happened. Little looper, shallow right, ranging out is Schmutz. It's down for a base hit as Luke Van Vakaitis comes in ahead of the tag. An RBI single for Mike D'Angelo cuts the lead down to 6-5.
And another theme of the afternoon are those dinks and dunks, just finding the perfect spots as Michael D'Angelo pops one up. It looks like it could just be a typical fly ball, but lands in the Bermuda Triangle over there. Nobody home, and it's a base hit. D'Angelo will take that any which way. A lot of those today. But now we've got ourselves a 6-5 ball game as Aiden Casey faces off against Ryan Langner. Hit by pitch in his last at bat and a ground out in the second inning. So 0 for 1 on the day.
And the go-ahead run now at first base in D'Angelo. And here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul. And Casey ahead 0-2.
Nice hand-eye coordination there by Ray Ferguson. Scoop that thing up on the bounce.
Ferguson, a good arm behind the plate. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. 2 down.
Big strikeout there for Aiden Casey. And a nice nod of approval there from his catcher, pointed at him and gave him that thumbs up. We'll take another look at this pitch. Nice job, just fell right out of the zone, and Langner over the top of it. So, runners on first and second.
As Kenny Noe takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Noe, a 2 RBI single in the second inning, and then a sac fly his last time up. He flew out to right, and that allowed Ryan Langner to go to third base. He would be stranded there. Kenny Noe trying to put Kellenberg in front, and another backdoor fastball makes it 0-2.
Nice pitch on that outside corner, and Ferguson doing a good job making sure the umpire saw where it landed.
Well, Pat Miles said when Kenny Noe's on base, we know he's going to score. He really hasn't been on base that often. And a check swing and the appeal. And second base umpire Charlie Rothman at least wasn't paying attention. So you're never going to win that appeal when you don't get it right away. So I don't think Noe went around anyway. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Kellenberg looking to jump in front against Aiden Casey. They've got him on the ropes. Here comes the 1-2. Smothered in the dirt, 2-2.
Yeah, that one just fell right out of the zone there, and a good job by Ferguson to keep control of it, and now it's Deuces Wild again.
Brian Cadu could come in if Kellenberg takes the lead. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Boy, Aiden Casey has stepped up when he's needed to, as that keep it 6-5. We go to the bottom of the sixth on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Back here at Farmingdale State, this game's up for grabs. A 6-5 lead for St. John the Baptist, and coming up after this one on the winner's circle, an opportunity to get to the championship round, St. Anthony's. After they knocked off Kellenberg yesterday, and there is Holy Trinity on the opposite side. And should be a fun one. A thrilling victory for both of those teams. And you mentioned yesterday, you made a comment about Kellenberg giving everybody an extra 100 points on their blood pressure. It was that type of game. And those have been some of the type of games that we've had here. This game will also get your blood pressure up, but for different reasons, and might even just give you a tummy ache out there as well, as the control has not been there for either side on the mound. All right, there's a check swing, and swing and a miss by Lucas Chrisman. Count 0-1 as Eric Ressinger back out on the mound. Going to throw another scoreless inning. Game was started by Matt Ryder. He gave up 6 runs, 5 of them earned in 3+ innings. On only 2 hits, he walked 4, struck out 3. And he plunked 3 batters.
And you mentioned, John, both teams that are playing next here, and the Trinity team all chose to sit in the bleachers, but leaning forward, sitting pensively, watching the game, and on the other side, choosing the expensive seats. And they're kind of laid back and chill over there, just kind of hanging out.
Ressinger gets the strikeout of Chrisman. 1 up, 1 down to begin the 6th inning, and that'll roll over the lineup. And here's Keegan McElligott. Take another look at the strikeout, Rob, and good way to start the 6th.
Yeah, Ressinger's got to be happy with that. With a little curveball, falls down and out. Swinging over the top is Tapio. And a foul ball back there right next to us. John, you almost had that one.
Almost.
It wasn't for the glass.
I can't move like I used to.
A lot of old references today.
Yeah. This game will age you.
Especially when it takes 4 hours. But maybe now they're going to settle in and give us what we expect out of both these teams. McElligott reaching twice with a hit by pitch and walk.
1-1's upstairs, 2-1.
Still really sunny here at Farmingdale State College. Can't say enough about this facility. We've talked about it. It's got a really nice setup, not just for the broadcast, but as a fan. And we got another K.
Yeah, back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 6th inning, as that'll bring up Ethan Schmutz.
All right, Mr. Ressinger doing what he can do best as you take a look again here. And the same consistent wind-up. The ball falls out, but that one in the zone, no swing. And it's 2 strikeouts, 1 swing and 1 looking. And let's see if we can do the same with Ethan Schmutz right now. Give his team a chance to get back in this.
First pitch fastball hits the inside corner to Ethan Schmutz. Sacrifice fly is last time up. And that pitch out of the zone, 1-1.
Yeah, close one there outside the zone, but right now he's done a real nice job moving it all around the plate.
Right down Broadway. And Ressinger. An opportunity for the second 1-2-3 inning of the day for the Kellenberg pitching staff. Jacob Schmutz, Ethan's brother, would be next. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Just inside, 2-2.
Yeah, really since, taking over in the fourth, he took over in a really tough spot, and then in the fifth, outside of that double hit by Caniglio, took care of business, and now that's going to be 5 straight batters so far that he's gotten out.
In the air out to left field, Langner. It hangs up for him as he makes the catch in stride. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-5 Cougars in the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Aiden Casey keeps on rocking. And a 6-5 lead for St. John the Baptist, as now it gets a little bit dicier as we get to the heart of the order for Kellenberg. And this is the heart of the order that will be making Division I and 2 colleges very happy in the future. As Tommy Pasqua, the Queens College commit, will step up to the plate. And there you see Brian Cadeau headed to UAlbany, Will Cowan, Jimmy Ernst, Kenny Noe, and Pasqua going to a very good program over at Queens. Chris Reardon has done a good job of picking up the talent on Long Island, and now Queens a perennial contender in the ECC.
My alma mater.
Yeah.
So, Easter Bunny's going to enjoy it over there right off the LIE. And I hope he knows the area. My favorite Italian restaurant, not too far, Parkside. You been there?
Oh, yeah.
Right across from the Corona Ice King and a beautiful park. Tommy, when you get there, you meet a nice young lady, you want a home run date. You take her to get some, anything. Shrimp scampi over at Parkside, and then walk her across for an Italian ice, and then sit in the park and watch some bocce ball.
On the ground at third, on the backhand, Tommy Rorick. Nice play, one away.
They call it Spaghetti Park over there.
Yeah.
I love that spot. Really great.
Yeah.
And close to City Field.
So Scampi's yours.
No, Scampi's not mine. I was just trying to think. Well, first, you've eaten there, right?
Of course.
The bread that they bring out. They bring out the prosciutto bread. That bread basket is enough to keep you fulfilled.
And the bruschettas is Jimmy Ernst up the middle. Ethan Schmutz up with it. Throws across his body to retire Ernst. 2 up, 2 down to begin the bottom half of the 2nd inning.
Nice play there. But I'm a big fan of their Marsala sauce. Is sensational.
Yeah, my father as well. Yeah. It's Phil Marsal. Automatic for him is.
What about you?
Filet mignon. Because my parents are paying for it. That's why.
Fredo, still the maitre d' there. Over 30 years. The owner passed away, but Fredo still running strong over there.
See, I thought you were going to say just some ragtag diner over there in Fresh Meadows. Or even Blue Star, right? What's that, by St. Francis Prep?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I look like a ragtag guy. Come on, I want to set Tommy up for success.
Well,
man.
there's nothing around Queens College. That's quite a drive away from Parkside. It's worth it. It's not in the neighborhood. It's just in Queens.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's College Point. It's not too far away. Not too far, you know.
Will Cowan's also going to school in Queens next year, and I can give you a whole list of places at St. John's. But no more free advertising, but Parkside is the exception.
I think it's got to be, right? And most people know it.
So 1 ball and 1 strike to Will Cowan, who struck out twice today and drew a walk. Lifted in the air out to shallow right. Going out is Schmutz, makes the play in a 1-2-3 inning for Aiden Casey as he works through the heart of the order flawlessly. We go to the 7th, 6-5 Cougars on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Farmingdale State. It's a 6-5 lead for St. John the Baptist. And Rob, when you speak to every coach around the NSCH SAA, the thing that they always bring up, one of their first themes, is parity. And, of course, St. John the Baptist, not exactly the Sisters of the Poor, a very senior-laden team that has been waiting a while to make their presence felt, and they're giving Kellenberg a run for their money. And, in fact, took 2 big haymakers against Kellenberg in the beginning of the season, and even though that's a ways away, they are playing their hearts out in the biggest game of the year so far.
Yeah, they certainly are. And since Casey's come into the game, he's done a really nice job. He's got 5 Ks, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, and 2 earned in his time in the game so far. So trying to hold down the fort. They gave him that lead when he came into the game. It was that big 5-run inning that got them ahead, and holding on to it since and looking to add a little bit of insurance here in the 7th and final inning.
We'll see as Jacob Schmutz, who capped off that 5-run inning with a 2 RBI double to left. And Schmutz, the left fielder, steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And takes a first pitch fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Eric Ressinger has come on and has settled down after that 5-run 4th inning. And a curveball on the inside corner, and he's ahead 0-2.
Yeah, and that's a really nice place to pitch the ball because Schmutz is really up on the plate there, up in the box.
0-2. Set up pitch outside.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I would pound that inside corner. If he can control that without hitting him, and he's pretty close, but he's got to make an attempt to get out of the way. He can really jam him up.
1-2, popped up. Third base side, foul territory. Ernst gets rid of the mask and then trips over it, makes the play and 1. 7 in a row retired by Ressinger.
And Ernst will take that, a little trickery up there, and the ball, again, when it does good up in the air like that, it does wiggle, move around a little bit. But doing a nice job staying with it, lost his footing, and his teammates said, hey, thanks, good job. Ressinger's happy.
I think they're probably telling him throw the mask earlier, too.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good tip.
Tommy Rorick, an RBI single in the first. Since then, a pop out and a line out. He's hit the ball hard all 3 times, and big piece of the lineup that St. John the Baptist was missing earlier in the season. Good rip at a high fastball, and then the count 1-1.
And on the pitching side, we gave the tip of the cap to Aiden Casey, but It's now 7 in a row retired by Ressinger since he settled down. Probably going to make it 8 now.
Tommy Pasqua, 8 in a row.
So, you said parity, but sometimes you got to look at it. This is the complete opposite of the first couple of innings, as now both pitchers have become much more efficient. And it's a one-run game. If Ressinger can get them out of this, it's much like yesterday, right? 3-2 going into the ninth.
And Kellenberg will have 5, 6, 7 due up in the order. But here's Dom Caniglio. He doubled to left his last time up. That was that looper to Ryan Langner, who was playing a little deep, sprawled out, couldn't make the play. And Caniglio using his wheels to pick up an extra base hit. Goes that way again and just flared foul.
Well, 2 strikes, and Ressinger getting the job done now. See if he can finish it and give his team a chance to do something remarkable in the bottom of the 7th.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Eric Ressinger, if that's it, he retires the final 9 batters that he faces. Kellenberg looks to win it. When we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Aiden Casey out of the pen trying to lock down the victory for St. John the Baptist. As the southpaw has come on, he's been in and out of the strike zone, but he's really settled down over the last few innings. In fact, he's retired the last 5 batters that he's faced and struck out a pair. And he'll deal to Brian Cadu, who leads it off for the Firebirds. Cadu 0 for 3 on the day with a couple of flyouts and a strikeout. Kellenberg yesterday went into the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 3-2, and loaded the bases, but they did not score. As Casey pounds the zone and ahead in the count.
And there's got to be a feeling of deja vu coming into this inning. And it wasn't for a lack of trying to swing, because it was a heck of a play at second base that ended the game.
The winner will play St. Dom's tomorrow, as that's in the dirt. And the count 2-2.
Yeah, bottom fell out on that pitch out of the zone.
2-2 coming. Sprayed foul out of play. To Brian Cadu, the top 200 ranked player in New York State. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And that's a big strikeout there for Aiden Casey, who now has retired himself 5 in a row.
6 strikeouts for Casey, and this was filthy here.
Absolutely. Take a look at that follow through too, and man, the happiness. He's psyched up.
Here's Lucas Van Vacatus. He's got 2 hits on the day. Also came around to score twice and has a stolen base. As Casey, working very quickly here, gets the sign and comes home with the 0-1. This one hit on the ground to short. Charged by Keegan McElliott. Throws across the diamond. 2 away.
Nice job there, and a heck of a stretch by the big man, Kyle Cahill, to finish that one up. and Kellenberg down to their final out. So a slow roller to short, but that rocket ship of an arm as we take a look. Look at that throw across, and what a stretch there by Cahill to scoop it out in time against the only guy in the lineup that has 2 hits. Only multi-hit day.
Yeah, it's Mario Kasha as he doubled
I was talking about
to right field. No, I understand what you're saying. You're right. But Kasha accounting for 6 bases today. He was hit by a pitch, came around to score, and then had a double his last 2 innings ago in a fielder's choice. Here comes the 0-1, wave and a miss, and now Kellenberg is down to their final strike.
And look, even St. Anthony's is up on their feet telling people to stand up for this final strikeout. Who are they rooting for?
Well, they know how important this out is, and St. John the Baptist trying to keep their season alive. Aiden Casey out of the windup, kicks and delivers, and it's popped up. Shallow center, going out is Schmutz, and he makes the catch, and the Cougars win it. Ethan Schmutz ran a long way, tracks it down. Aiden Casey gets the final 4 2/3 as he strikes out 6, and St. John the Baptist survives.
What a sensational play by Schmutz to not only catch it, but to hold on to it as he trips over his center fielder, Lucas Grisman. And man, let me tell you, John, Kellenberg's got to hate second baseman. 2 stellar plays to end the game in a row against them, and a heck of a job by Aiden Casey, who is probably the MVP of the game for the Cougars.
Well, unfortunately for Kellenberg, that ends their season. Losses to St. Anthony's and now St. John the Baptist. And a 5-run 4th inning holds up for St. John the Baptist as they win it 6-5, and they'll go on to play St. Dominic tomorrow at St. Dom's. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll speak to our players of the game on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsity media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Back here at Farmingdale State, St. John the Baptist survives, and it's not good just to have one schmutz. We've got two. We've got Jacob, Ethan, and, of course, Aiden Casey as well. And start with you first. Take me through that final play and what you thought off the bat.
Off the bat, thought it was all in mine, just kept going hard and end the game.
I got to ask, talking to Coach Dalton, he said that this team really encapsulates a never-say-die attitude. What is it about this team that you guys are starting to hit your stride at the right time of year?
Just playing for each other, every single pitch, every single out, just getting it done.
Jacob, on the other side, it was a 5-run inning. You capped it off with the double. Take me through that at-bat.
I had a swing and a miss for the one-strike count. I knew I had to put the ball in play, and I got jammed a little bit, but I was able to put the ball in play and get 2-run double.
I have to ask you your reaction when your brother goes all the way out to make that play. Did you think he had a chance?
At first, no, but I know he got it after. I knew he was going to catch it once he got a glove on it, so.
And then, of course, the other man standing here, Aiden Casey, coming out of the pen. What did you think of his performance today?
He's absolutely ridiculous. One of the best pitchers on this team, and every time he pitches, he shoves every single time, and he's absolutely amazing.
All right, well, Aiden, you are ridiculous. You're amazing, says your compadre over here. Take me through the chip that you had on your shoulder coming in and how you were able to have success.
Well, I didn't really know out of the bullpen I was coming in right away, but I did my job. I did what I was supposed to do, and teammates came in clutch and got hits and scored runs.
It seemed like for you at least, and you had that double in there as well, that you started to get stronger as the game went along. So second or third time through the order, what changed for you?
My fastball started hitting the locations. I wasn't hitting it as much, and my two-seam started to work, and my changeup was dominant, of course, and slider was working. So.
All right. Well, for all of you watching at home, you know what the envelopes mean. That means that St. John the Baptist is moving on, and they're getting free pizza courtesy of Blaze Pizza. So congratulations to St. John the Baptist as they're moving on, and they'll play St. Dom's tomorrow. Very happy crew for the Cougars. Well, that'll do it. Game 2 coming up at approximately 7:30. And our entire team here. This is John Perez saying so long from Farmingdale State. This has been a presentation of NSCHSAA Baseball on the Varsity Media Sports Network.